Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a crypto exchange tier list. Now I've been testing these exchanges for quite a while. I even made a tier list or kind of a rating system a couple years ago. Just never got around to kind of fleshing it out more. But today I'm going to be making a simple tier list video. I'm going to be putting links for these exchanges in the description down below. Almost all these exchanges have some affiliate program or whatever. If you click on that link, you usually get a sign up bonus. So I'm not sponsored by any of these actually in this video, but I have made an affiliate account for the ones I like. So I'll be putting links for those in the description down below if you want to help support the channel and you like this honest, objective rating system for these exchanges to help you find out which one to use. Like I said, you'll get some kind of sign up bonus and you'll help support the channel as well objectively. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this tier list. Which are the best exchanges? We're going to use a combination of just like my use case of these and the reputation, things that have happened with them and so on. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. All right, guys, so first up, we have something like Gemini. Now, Gemini is this little icon right here, and it's actually one of the older exchanges that is pretty trustworthy. I think it was made by like these two twins or whatever, one of the older exchanges, but it kind of did get into some legal issues that kind of stunted its progress a bit. Oh yeah, I just forgot, I need to add one more. There we go, I had one more, I forgot just while I was talking about that. But anyways, Gemini is pretty trusted. It's good for Bitcoin, some cryptocurrencies. It doesn't have like a ton of them. Overall, I don't see too many people talking about it anymore, but in terms of crypto exchanges, you could probably do worse. I'm probably just going to put it into a B tier because it's kind of average, nothing really special about it. Next up, we have crypto.com. Now, crypto.com got really, really big a couple of years ago. Got so big that it spent tons of money purchasing an arena. I think it has some partnership with UFC as well. Outside of that, though, there's been a lot of controversy lately with crypto.com, kind of fucking over the various people who hold its cryptocurrency and kind of not showing good decentralization for that currency. And a lot of people are really pissed at them right now for that. So definitely not a very good look for the company. As a use case itself for its platform, it doesn't have the worst fees in the world, but I do think it spent so much money on marketing they had to recoup things in various different ways. I signed up for its affiliate program, but it took them like 4 months to accept my application. It just feels like a company that is not managed too well. So in my opinion, I'm going to put it into C tier. I don't think it's the worst exchange in the world. But again, I don't think it's one that I personally would trust or use myself. Next up, we have something like Robinhood. Now, Robinhood is not necessarily a crypto exchange, but they do support cryptocurrencies. It got into a lot of issues, but I think most of those got absolved kind of due to the current legal stuff going on right now, where most cryptocurrency exchanges feel like they could do whatever they want now that Trump's president again. They're probably donating money to him to solve their issues. But Robinhood was involved in a lot of kind of drama back in the day. Nowadays, I don't see as many people talking about it, but it's still a very popular platform for investing and also buying cryptocurrencies. However, there was a lot of issues with people saying that, you don't really own the currencies. You're just kind of buying like stock on the app of those currencies. I think nowadays you can actually transfer them out perhaps, but again, I don't think it's the best exchange specifically for buying cryptocurrencies. Next up, we have something like Uphold. Now, Uphold is another one that's very similar to Robinhood, but more specifically around kind of cryptocurrencies. I would say Robinhood and both Uphold are very common new platforms for people to get started investing in crypto, and you'll see that Cash.com as well. I didn't put on here, but you could kind of put these all in the same kind of tier for being C tier. They're not horrible. They're not going to steal your money or anything like that, but generally the fees are higher. The flexibility of moving money around is more annoying, and they don't support as many cryptocurrencies as most typical exchanges. Here we have something called KuCoin. Now, KuCoin, I would say, is a pretty good exchange. I would say putting it in top B tier, or maybe even A tier. I would say that KuCoin, I don't know too much about its like individual currency that is on the platform, but I do know that, in terms of trading currencies, it does support a ton of them, which is very nice. I don't think it was available for US people, so I never really got to test that out personally. I know it's mostly known for just having shit tons of currencies, whether bad or good, and that makes it a good exchange for people kind of not based in the United States to trade with, if that's something that you want to do. Next up, we have Bybit. Now, Bybit actually just got hacked by North Korea, or a North Korean hacker group called Lazarus or something like that, for $1.4 billion. Now, Bybit is something that's shilled among a lot of YouTubers because they have really good commission rates and stuff like that in their affiliate program. I've never been a part of it because I don't really trust the platform. It's kind of known for leverage trading, low fees, and things like that. I personally wouldn't use it just because I don't really trust it. And the fact that it got hacked shows that security is not that good. In my opinion, it could be in D tier for that alone. But if we're considering it amongst these other ones, I do think it's a better platform to trade for fees and stuff like that compared to some of these other ones. I just don't think the security is very good. So yeah, it could even be D tier for this recent issue. But again, so could crypto.com. Let's just go ahead and put this here just for recent stuff going on. But as a whole, they might be more like C tier if we kind of look generally across a time period, not just an individual kind of rating right now. Next up, we have Bitstamp. Now, Bitstamp, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I never see anyone talking about it. It's probably very similar to Gemini, one of these older exchanges that hasn't really had too many controversies, really too much going on with it. Outside of that, though, I do think it's less used than something like Gemini. So there you go. I'm just going to put it there. I don't really have too much opinion on Bitstamp, to be honest with you guys. Next up, we have Binance. Now, Binance is another exchange, kind of like Bybit, where you'll see it promoted a lot. They have a huge cryptocurrency with their Binance token. There's been a lot of suspicions of kind of like the Binance exchange kind of pumping, dumping meme coins lately. The owner kind of had to leave the United States, I think, at one point. Binance US had to leave the United States due to various kind of things going on with it. The good thing about Binance is that it is going back to the United States, I do believe. It's kind of like KuCoin, where you could trade tons and tons of currencies, but it is one of the biggest exchanges there is. I would say it's fairly trustworthy for what you can do with it, how many coins it supports. Would it be one I personally use myself? Well, probably not, but I think you could do worse. Now moving on to S tier, we have my two favorites out there, Kraken and Coinbase. I personally would use Coinbase. I think it's the best exchange used for people in the United States. It doesn't support quite as many cryptocurrencies as Kraken, and the fees might be slightly higher, but some of these exchanges do little tricks like taking your money out, for example. You have higher fees, but the trading fees are lower, stuff like that. I think Kraken and Coinbase kind of flip-flop on between the two, and the net effect is probably going to be the same when you take your money out of these exchanges if you want to sell your currencies. So that's something to think about. Kraken does support more. It didn't really support staking for a long time. I think it's coming back though with some of the regulations, like I said, changing. Coinbase does support staking for some currencies. I would really recommend using Coinbase's advanced trading platform since you get less fees and stuff like that. But for onboarding someone new to crypto, Coinbase is simply the best option there is. And there's even like a marker that people use to see where the crypto top is for a cycle, is that how ranked Coinbase is in the App Store. If it's number one, it means you're kind of at the crypto top of the bull run. And that just goes to show you how popular Coinbase is for onboarding new people to crypto. And outside of that, its advanced trading platform has pretty low fees and it's pretty trusted. And it's probably the biggest crypto platform trusted in the United States today. And that is one reason I recommend it. But Kraken is also very solid. So I'll be putting my two links in the description down below for Kraken and Coinbase, since I believe they are the best, most trusted, and biggest platforms to use that you guys will probably be happy with. So those links in the description down below can get you some kind of sign up bonus depending on what they have going on. If you guys are checking out some of the other ones, go check out those websites if you want. Like I said, KuCoin, Binance have tons of currencies, but in my opinion aren't as trustworthy or reputable as my S tier, and those will have pretty much the biggest tokens as well. You don't really want to go into some of these tokens that are too small cap, because when things dump, they're going to dump hard. That's just my opinion though, guys, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.